Duration. This is a couple of cold ones.
A couple of cold ones with Korey and Carlyle.
Okay, all right. I'll get it down at some point. And we are actually having a couple of cold ones up here. And if you haven't heard already, this is just, man, we're just cooling out, man. Every weekend, we just want to sit down, drink some beers, and just shoot the shit.
And we figured, why not record it?
Exactly. So that's what we're doing right now. So these are laid back. These are audio. So we use a lot of foul language and whatnot. Hope you're not offended. So this week we're going to talk about. You don't mind I talk about this because this is kind of
no. I'm right there with you because it gets to the heart of what I loathe. So I'm right there with you.
And this is old news, really, but I just want to put my take on this because it pissed me off. It's the whole Fox News thing about Mass Effect. That whole Fox report where they brought Mass Effect on and they talked about how this game was pornography, how it was corrupting kids. And I've never played Mass Effect, but I've read a whole lot about the game before it came out because I keep up with all that stuff. And
you like video games?
I love video games.
Do you like that big dumb one with the guy in the suit with the drill and
who? What are you talking about?
It's that underwater one with the big underwater guy in the suit that runs around with the drill.
BioShock?
Yeah.
I love BioShock. What is this, a test or something? What are you laughing? You laughing at me?
I know you love that game.
Oh, man, BioShock was like I know you kids on the site, man, all of y'all been playing BioShock. You're always asking us, well, at least you're asking me, you're saying, what are some of your favorite video games? I'm playing the hell out of BioShock.
Dude, you guys have been talking about that for months now. It's just every time you and Cyrus get together, oh, God, I got to this level. Oh, my God, it's so awesome.
Yeah, man. Have you played it?
No, I haven't had time for him in a long time. I had to once I spent a year on World of Warcraft, I kind of said, okay, you know what? I need to take some time off.
I remember that. That was a dark point in your life.
Dude, I swear to God, kids, I spent a year playing World of Warcraft. I played from March to March, and in that time, I clocked in 3 months of game time.
And you had a beard growing down to your nuts and everything. I was like, man,
I had a beard growing on my nuts. It was insane. It was.
Why you give me that imagery, man? So that was that afro coming out of your pants. Okay. Man, I remember you played that. That's how I know you like games because you told me that you were close to being that Asian kid that died, like playing.
I was
games
getting there.
My
record was 33 hours.
Straight.
33
Holy
hours.
Shit.
Yeah, no, it was kind of an insane point in my life.
As much as people have criticized me for playing games, I have never played a game for 24 hours straight.
Well,
I played a game for 12 hours straight, and that's half a day.
I did 33 hours.
How did you? Did you get up and take a shit or piss or anything? I mean,
well, of course you do. When you're flying from bird point to bird point, it takes about 3.5-4 minutes, and that's when you shower, and that's when you cook dinner.
You can take a 3-minute shower.
I learned how to take a 3-minute shower while playing. Like I said, it was a dark time. It was a dark period of my life. I don't like to talk about it. Some people have drugs. Some people have alcohol. I had Azeroth. Okay,
Azeroth.
I had my 60th level warlock. I had my 60th level shaman. My 57th level warrior. My 28th level priest. I was cooking.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, and this is pre-Burning Crusade. You got to understand.
That shit is scary to me. So I never played World of Warcraft. All that crazy talk. You were this level and goddamn wizard at level 5. I don't understand that shit.
Well, level 5 wizard is like the first hour of play.
That was not a question you should answer. You're one of those dudes. You need to be sitting on a toilet when you play these things, so you don't have to get up and do nothing.
No, because there's that. There are bird points where you don't want to. You've got nothing to do for 3.5 minutes.
See, this is what this beer is doing, man. This beer is like making me use incorrect grammar. You don't have to be doing nothing.
You don't have to be doing nothing, yo.
I mean, I'm like Hillbilly Joe.
That West Texas is coming back to you. God bless you.
I'm from Waco. I ain't from West Texas. And that's pretty much worse than West Texas, believe me. But
Waco. Why did I think you were from El Paso?
What?
I thought you were from El Paso, not Waco.
How long had you known me and you thought I was from El Paso?
Dude, El Paso and Waco, they were almost the same. They both suck.
Fucking beer talking to you, man. You heard me talk about Waco so many times. I mean, yes, they both suck, but come on. Anyway, look, you're making me mad. Now, what we want to talk about is this whole Fox thing right here. And if you haven't heard, like I said, it's about Mass Effect, and Fox News does a story on it, and they're talking about the sex in the game. Now, in this game, it's a role playing game. They call that RPG, and you can play the role of either a man or a woman, and the game is 30 to 40 hours long. And within the game, you build relationships, and you build relationships with the opposite sex. I mean, I think there's even a part where you can do it with a same sex alien or something. I don't know, but you build a relationship with them, and at some point you actually have sex. Now, this isn't the graphic look at the ass go up and down on the screen type sex. We're talking about PG-13 sex.
Now, let me ask.
What?
Do you do anything else but this? Because this is sounding kind of sad and lonely. You know what? I played this video game once that involved going to a bar and buying beers and developing a relationship with someone. And eventually, by the end, you could have sex if you won the game. And I've done that,
Well, I played a game where you went to Mexico, and the end of the game, if you won it, you got to have sex with a burro. But, have you heard of this?
Oh, I played the one where you have to pay money, and then you get to have sex.
With the burro?
With the burro. Or you could pay money to watch a woman have sex with the burro.
Actually, that was no game. Now, I actually tried to do this one time. But no, this is, see, these beers are kicking in.
A couple of cold ones.
With Korey and Carlyle. But no, this game right here, this is the kind of sex you saw if you watch The Shield, which comes on cable television, or any other kind of show on TV. NYPD Blue had more sex probably than this game, but they on Fox News, they had this whole report where it wasn't even called. They had a headline about it that said, the Xbox. It's called the Xbox, and they titled it to where it said Sexbox. And then they brought this woman on, Cooper Lawrence, who is a psychology expert, and they brought her on to criticize the game. And then they brought one other guy, Jeff Keighley from Spike TV. He's a video game reviewer. They had him on, and he was outnumbered. First of all, because not only did they have this woman Cooper Lawrence on there, but they had a panel of, and I say this very with much disdain, experts about video games and the effects that they have on kids and society and the whole. And they brought him on against all these people. One guy against a panel of people who hate video games and think they're destructive. So he comes on, and he pretty much asked this woman, Cooper Lawrence, after this whole thing of her saying, well, first of all, what am I talking about? I got the clip right here. Let's take a listen.
You look at the statistics, who is playing video games but adolescent males, not their dads. So that's the first thing. The damage is this. We know that all the research shows that violence has a desensitizing effect. Well, sexuality does too, because this is when the developing mind is happening. This is when they're first deciding who they're going to be, who their identity is. This is when social development is happening. And here's how they're seeing women. They're seeing them as these objects of desire, as these, hot bodies. I mean, they don't show women as being valued for anything other than their sexuality. And it's a man in this game deciding how many women he wants to be with.
All right, let's get Jeff in on this.
All right, that's
go ahead, Jeff.
completely incorrect. Yeah, it's completely incorrect. First of all, you can actually play as a man or a woman in the game. Cooper, have you ever played Mass Effect?
No.
Right, well, I think the fact is you talked about, another thing that you mentioned is that how it's, has full graphic nudity. That's completely incorrect. There's no full nudity in this game. There's the side of an alien boob which can be seen. It's a small sexual situation in this game, which is about 2 minutes out of a 30-plus hour experience.
Anyway, sorry about the suck-ass audio quality on that. That's actually coming right off the website from a video that Sean J., who's a member of the site, put up. Thanks, Sean, for putting that up. And I played it right off the site on my computer right here, so that's why it sounds so low. But she never played the game.
Look, well, you know what? First of all, before we even talk about the inconsistencies and the problems with this kind of a story, why is it that every time I have to listen to a lecture about objectifying women, it comes from some fucking librarian-looking girl who it looks like it'd take a crowbar and a pin vise to fucking lube up, and who I wouldn't want to, touch her with a 10-foot pole, let alone my own.
Well, I'd do it, but you know me.
Well, I do know you, and if
that's what made me so mad about it. But
that's right. But no, it's like, no, I'm not objectifying you. Of course, I have to. I have to turn to video games to objectify because I got to put up with women like you in my life.
The thing is, I'm a straight man. What else am I going to objectify? What am I going to look at? A rock? Come on.
Well, the problem is this is classic daytime television BS.
Oh, yeah.
I saw something exactly like this. Like you complained about the fact that the Spike TV guy was outnumbered. 20 years ago, I was sick, home from school, and Sally Jesse Raphael was doing a show on Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,